Galway, and we're out here at the Green Earth Organics farm in Corrandulla, and today we're going to be cooking some beetroot that we just picked. So it's fresh from the ground. So what we're going to do is we're just going to clean the beetroot with the knife, just to get all the excess dirt off it. You can wash under a tap if you want, but we haven't got a tap out here, so we won't worry about that. It's good dirt anyway. What we're going to do is we're going to cook the beetroot in butter. A lot of times we have an over-reliance on just boiling vegetables, and in the restaurants we like to bake them or cook them in lightly braise them in butter, just to try and concentrate their flavors. So we've cleaned our beetroots, so we're going to put a bit of rapeseed oil, very light rapeseed oil, into our pan, and then we're going to pop them in to get them cooking. So always start off with a bit of rapeseed oil, because you can get a nice colour, and then you can add your butter in for flavour. It's very important as well when you're cooking vegetables to season them at the beginning, because the salt helps the flavour of the vegetable, and it draws the flavour of the vegetable out, as opposed to just adding salt at the end, where you're actually the salt will just sit on top of the vegetable. So when you get a nice sizzle and you're starting to see a little bit of colour, what we can do is we can add in our butter. So once you put your butter in, it's important that you don't let the butter burn. So you really need to control the heat. And don't worry about the amount of butter that we're putting in. Essentially what we're doing with the butter is we're kind of braising the vegetable in the butter. So all this butter is very much for flavour and to create moisture and steam, so the vegetables will cook in it. So we have our beetroots going about 25 minutes now, but all the time when they're in the pan, just keep basting them with your butter to get all that kind of nutty flavour in. So we have some nice meadow hay here that we've picked. What we're going to do is just add a slightly smoky touch to the beetroot. We're going to put a bit of meadow hay over it, and then we're going to set fire to it. Okay? So you have to be careful now if you're doing this at home. That's just the wind. So we let that simmer away there and let the hay flavour. So you get a nice kind of smoky flavour onto your beetroot. So all we're doing now is we're just going to scrape the excess hay off the beetroot. Now, like dried hay is a bit like thyme as well, so I wouldn't worry about the smaller bits of it. It won't do anything to you. Okay, so we've let the beetroots rest for a few minutes, just to take the heat off them, and also just to get them to relax a bit. We're just going to slice them in half, and then we're going to pop them onto our plate in a kind of nice, natural way. Okay, so what we have to garnish here, we've got some nice nasturtiums that we've picked locally, and then we also have some chickweed, which is a nice herb that grows around the garden, and it has a nice kind of bitterness to it. So what we'll do is we get some of our crème fraiche, and we'll just put that on top of our warm beetroot. And then we're going to pick some of our nasturtiums. Again, this will add a nice kind of kind of bitterness to the dish. And then a bit of our chickweed. Okay, and then we're going to finish up with some grated walnut. And there you have it. So we've got some beetroot, crème fraiche, nasturtiums, chickweed, and some walnut.